Have I fallen? Am I crawling on my knees? Here I'm calling in the hope that you'll see me.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy T-Lo Man coming at you with another video. I'm sorry for the little bit of a depressing intro, but that's probably one of my favorite intros I've ever done. And I had to kick it old school for this one, even though old school's like a month and a half, 2 months at most for me. But yeah, I don't use that one a lot, but I do enjoy it. But anyways, let's get down to this video. This video right here, usually before a Grand Arena, I like putting out different teams I'm going to use, different comps I'm going to use for my defense and my offense. But this one, we're going to focus mainly on defense and really just talk about the formation of a good defense, in my opinion, and what I'm going to do going forward into this Grand Arena, especially with the additions of Double Fleet, which may throw a wrench into things and may disrupt a lot of people's efficiency and the way they get wins. Alright, and if you guys don't know, I am a big basketball fan, and my team, I know it's gonna set a lot of people off, but it's the Lakers. The Lakers are my team, ride or die. I came home in the purple and gold, if you know what I mean. But no, the Lakers are my team. My favorite coach of all time has to be Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is one of the smartest individuals when it comes to basketball. His use of the triangle offense into his different organizations that he worked for, from the Bulls all to the Lakers, and really having that success rate. I know he had good players, but it's just a matter of putting your good players in a good position to be the best they can be. And I think that's what the triangle offense does. And I wanted to apply that same principle into SWOGA. I wanted to put that triangle offense, but instead of being an offensive oriented system, I wanted to bring it into the defensive oriented way, especially that we have Galactic Legends. Those are the stars, those are the MVPs. You can put those in a great position and really get holds on your boards and prevent the full clear. And I think that's going to be really key, especially with the additions of Double Fleet. If your fleet is as weak as my fleet is, you may have to go heavier on defense to prevent your teams from being cleared, so that they don't get the full clear, which you may not get the full clear on their fleets. So it's just really playing defense, doing that tick for tat. Alright, and this is really just for Division 2 and early Division 1, to be honest. You can also apply these principles to your lower divisions as well. Those higher Division 1 players, I know it's a little bit of a different animal, so I just wanted to give that disclaimer before we get started. Alright, and when it comes to the triangle offense, it really just involves 3 players. You got the other 2 that are the role players outside. You can also have a role player within the triangle as well. Usually you have 1 in the corner, 1 in the elbow, and 1 in the post. That post player is going to be really important because I think it's the key part of the triangle offense in certain situations. Obviously not Chicago, but at times it was. But that triangle player is usually the center or the big, just a really dominant player, and really just putting his presence down into the post, which allows different outlet passes to the 3-point line and just really allows it to be flexible. And I would say the Galactic Legends are the big characters. These guys are the anchors, the defensive and the most dominant characters in the game, and their squads are the most dominant. There's only limited counters for them. You can't go around just countering them with any team you want out there. It has to be specific. They have to be modded correctly. And I think if you have your own Galactic Legends, you guys need to be throwing it on defense. Learn those counters. Don't rely on your Galactic Legends to bail you out on things. You need to have that Galactic Legend on defense. That is going to be a staple to this. You have to have a Galactic Legends on defense. If you don't have a Galactic Legends, that's completely fine. You're probably not going to be facing an opponent with a Galactic Legends. At times you may, but you can also apply the principles and the teams right here using your own variation without the Galactic Legend. Also, because Galactic Legends is really, in my personal opinion, is needed on defense because it's the hardest team to beat in the game, you got to make sure you have counters down. Make sure you're going into your arena, and I know sometimes it's hard because they throw funky stuff in there to really stop people. But if you are in a shard chat, ask your shard. Ask them if you can practice different squads. Learn these counters. Go onto YouTube and really just see what counters you have in your roster that you could use. Change your mods. You have to be willing to move your mods around and stuff like that because Galactic Legends are a thing now, and we have to learn to adapt. We can't just throw our hands up and just use it on offense and really expect it to bail us out. We have to make sure that we have counters down pat and are able to be used, because that is going to be key to getting yourself holds and also getting you the win. And also just wanted to bring out, when it comes to this character listing, I have the bigs, of course, being the Galactic Legends, the wings being Darth Revan or Gas, and I think you should use either one of those. One of those is really nice to have on offense. One of those is really nice to have on defense at times. Depending on your counter situation too, maybe you need both on offense and you could use the General Grievous and the Padme. I say General Grievous because it's one of the teams that gets a lot of defensive holds. Yes, it's a fringe, I would say star defensive team, because yes, it gets a lot of holds, but at times it is susceptible to a lot of counters. That's why I have it on the list too, especially for those that do not have the Galactic Legends of their own. It's on the fringe. And also for those that are in D2 and D1 that have both Galactic Legends, I really suggest you put both of them on D. That's going to make your team even more deadly. If you can have counters to both Galactic Legends, or even one Galactic Legends, if you're only facing one on defense, that's going to be extremely deadly, because you're going to really put your opponent in a bad position and a position to lose, to be honest. And by putting them both on defense, like the Lakers back in 2010 when they had Bynum and they had Gasol, two big characters that would often be running the post together. These guys complement each other and really can be disruptive in your defense and get you some holds, which in turn is going to get you the win. And what's the saying? Defense wins championships, and that's what we're trying to do here. Also, when it comes to placement of these teams, you're really going to form that triangle. Literally, you're going to have one in that back zone in the bottom and then two in the front. Obviously, we can't go up top because there's fleet in the back, so you're going to really focus that bottom. And when it comes to the Galactic Legends, in my personal opinion, always put Galactic Legends in that front zone. Make them challenge you early. Make them possibly fail early, putting them on their back legs, having to use another team that they were hoping they could use on a different squad. So that's really going to put you in a good position. If they do manage to take out your Galactic Legend and the other piece of that triangle in that front zone, they still have to deal with another squad back there. And this person, I would honestly suggest be a wing. Imagine a Darth Revan or a Gas back there waiting for you after you already dealt with a Galactic Legend and a decently hard team within GG and Padme that can really disrupt things and get you the hold and really prevent the full clear, and that's what we're trying to do here. Also, just wanted to bring out, like I said earlier, GG is a fringe star character, star defensive character, so I'm going to use him as a role player instead of a star character. I'm going to use Padme in that slot with a GL and one of the wing players in Darth Revan or Gas in my own defense. So just use your discretion of your own roster. Nobody knows your roster better than you, and really put that triangle together. Also, when it comes to role players, and role players are important, don't get you wrong, they're not the star players, they're not the hard-hitting defensive holding teams, but they can get you the win. Look at the Lakers back in the day. Fisher, game-winning shot. Big Shot Bob in Sacramento, game-winning shot. These characters can get you the win, and their job, in my personal opinion, is teams that can steal banners. Don't try to get teams that are, they need to get a hold. They need to get a hold to be effective. No, that's not the case. That's what the big three is there for. And at times, they're not even going to get a hold. But you want role-playing squads to have banner stealing capabilities. You want to use as much teams as you can that, even though they might get one-shotted, are not going to let the opponent get out of there clean. No 60 points allowed. Like when you're playing basketball or pretty much any sports, I'm a constant sayer of no easy points. No easy points on defense is allowed. You got to make sure they go in there and they get banners stolen from them. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this is going to help you create your own customizable defense using the triangle defense and really get you guys some wins. That's what I'm really hoping for, especially if you've seen the video. I want you guys to get wins. Join the Discord. Let me know how this is working for you guys, and also if this is going to be helpful to you, make sure to hit that like button, sub to the channel, comment down below if you agree or if you don't agree. I love the feedback either way. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, and peace.